Hi everyone, so this is a very quick and easy makeup tutorial on how you can use the Made by Mitchell Drip Bundle. So if you go back on one of my previous videos, you can see that I purchased this on the 11/11 sale and everything was £11.11. So with this you get the drip, you get the pencil liner and also a liquid liner. So first you want to start off with a good base. So I just use concealer for this and make sure that it matches the colour of your foundation that you would put on your face afterwards. This is just to make sure that it blends seamlessly with the face makeup. So you want to start with a brush, patting this in all over your eyelid area space. Once this is blended in, it will then go in and carve out my eyebrow. So the choice of brush I've used for this, you can see, makes carving out your eyebrows really easy to do. And then make sure you're blending those edges, because when it dries sometimes the pigment can stay where it's ended. You want to just blend that out so when you join it up with your foundation, everything just blends seamlessly. Next I'm going in with a bronzer. I will use this on my face later, so I just find that it's quite cohesive with the entire look. So I start by getting the pigment on to the outer corner of my eye. For this I use a really fluffy brush. It doesn't matter if it's too messy, you just want a nice light wash of colour, because we are going in with black, we want to balance this out. So once you've blended that out, make sure you take it quite high as well so that it does cover the lid space. Then we will go in with our pencil eyeliner. So this is in shade Tiger's Eye, and you're just going to start by drawing a line along your lash line as close as you can get it. Make sure you get a lot of pigment on there, and then we're going to go out and blend this afterwards. So using this Beauty Bay palette, I'm going in with the brown colour. So what we want to do is blend this colour out first, just backwards and forwards motions, try and stay in the same place if you can, just swipe forwards and backwards, and then afterwards we will go back in closer to the lash line and add the dark colour back in. So I just keep repeating that a couple of times until I'm satisfied that it's blended. Once you're happy, you then want to start smoking it right out. So where you've put that liner, imagine that goes right out. You just want to follow that line. So this is like where you do your liquid liner, but instead use an eyeshadow, so it's more of a smokier effect. So just keep blending this backwards and forwards, and as I said, we will go back in with the black eyeshadow, and here just placing it under my lash line and keeping this quite close. You don't want, when using black, to bring it too far down under your eye, as it's going to make your eyes look smaller, and this is quite a lifted smoky eye. So once you've done this, go back onto the top and then intensify that black. Now this is where we're going to focus on where that wing is. We want to join this back into the eye, almost giving it a V shape so that it is connected to where your socket is. So again, we want a fluffier brush, because if you use a stubborn one, it's going to move the colour. We want to keep it intensified, but just smoke that out so everything blends together. Then next I'm going to use the liquid eyeliner, and this is just for the inner half of your eye. This is a really easy brush to use, it's so fine, you can't really go wrong. I always just find if you rest your arm on your desk that you're working from, and then it'll keep it nice and steady, and you use the length of the applicator to almost do the work for you, just like so. And I also go over the pencil liner towards the outer corner, just to make sure that that is the blackest black that we can get it. And I did go back in with a brush that already had a little bit of eyeshadow on as well, just to make sure where that liner is that it blends in with the eyeshadows and there's not a harsh line. With the pencil liner, you just want to line your waterline, and you can also do your tight line, which is the one above, sort of on the inside. I'm not too comfortable with doing that, but you can if you want that look to be even more intensified and smoky. Next is the star of the show, so this is Drip. So with this you can have it quite intense, as you can see on my hand where I've shown you. You could swipe that straight onto your eye and have the full colour payoff. But for this I just want it nice and light and a little bit of a sparkle. So I go ahead with that brush, using the opposite side, as I did use this for the black, so just be careful. But you could also use your finger tap it round. It's really easy to blend. I'm just picking up a little bit at a time and patting it onto the eye. I originally only wanted it on the eyelid, but I thought I'm going to bring it a little bit further up since we haven't recreated a crease from the eyeshadows that we were using. And then I'm just going to tap this all over until I am happy with that. I also go in at the end and use this over the lipstick, so I think this is a very diverse product. You could use it on your eyes, you could use it as a little bit, if you love that extreme highlighter on your cheeks, you can even tap a little bit over that. It's just perfect for Christmas parties. So here's how I show you how you can do a very, very quick and easy makeup look too. So I did go ahead and fill my eyebrows in. Now I am going in with the Filter Finish by Collection. So this is just a really nice dewy base. So instead of using foundation, I find something quick for me is putting this base on and then just using cream products instead of a foundation so that it's not too heavy. So I just use this concealer in the areas where I usually would without the foundation. I find that the Filter Finish gives you a little bit of coverage but that glow where you don't feel like you need a heavy foundation on. So with this, just very quickly tap this into all of those areas on my face, and then afterwards I go in with the Collection Long Lasting Concealer in a lighter shade just to bring that highlight underneath the eye. Next I'm going in with the BFF Face Frosting, and this is in shade, let me check. So this is in the shade Fudge Glaze. So I just go in with a big fluffy brush and put this in the areas of my face that I want to warm up, and again adding that coverage without it being too heavy. So this is like just one layer of makeup rather than full on foundation, then your concealer and then the bronzer. It's just all blends in together. So that down the sides of my nose, beneath my lip, my cheek and also my forehead. After this you want to go in and set this with a powder. So I go in with this and a fluffy brush and set underneath the eye, below the cheekbones, basically anywhere where you put the concealer. So this is where I mentioned about the lighter shade. So I'm adding this on and then blending this out just to give that really nice bright under eye. When you're using heavy eye makeup sometimes, even though this is quite a light one, you just want to make sure that everything is balanced on your face. So once you have set the places where you put your concealer, you then want to go in with that same bronzer that we used on the eye and just set where you put the cream bronzer. And this just adds a nice little bit of warmth to the face when we're using such cool colours on the eye. And if you have blusher, you can go in with this also. I did skip this step because this is just to show you, but I'd say a nice warm berry toned blusher would look lovely with this, or even a nice pink would go well too. Next I go in with the Doll Beauty highlighter and I apply this onto the high points of my cheeks. I feel like this makeup look you can get away with really taking it there and adding quite a lot on, hence the more dense brush that I used. I'm thinking this is like Christmas party vibes, December, going out, Christmas markets, that sort of thing. So you can really take it there with the highlighter. It is the time of the year for all things glittery and shiny. So next I'm going to use the Kylie Jenner lip kit in the shade Mary Jo K. So I just outlined my lip and then go in with the liquid lipstick. That application with the lip liner was just so easy as well. It's so creamy, you barely need any force on dragging that on your lips, which is really nice. So here I am applying that. And then I have used Drip to add a little bit of sparkle, and this is a little bit extra. I'm not sure if I would be brave enough to do this on a night out, but it was just a little idea. If you're too scared of a red lip as well, which you never should be, just match it to your skin tone. It's all about finding that perfect red. But you could always go for a nice nude, a brown nude, you could do a pinky nude. I think anything would go with this. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Thank you.